Welcome to the latest installment of Best Practices. Today, like most days, I'm surrounded by lots of technology: a Bluetooth headset, smartphone, tablet, and last but not least, a laptop computer. Safe to say, many of us use these tools to help interact with our colleagues, but some studies show these are leaner forms of communication. The richest, a face-to-face discussion. And there are plenty of those conversations taking place within the walls of Auburn Volkswagen near Seattle, where weekly team meetings are creating revenue-generating strategies, streamlining the parts department, and producing store ambassadors. That's because the store's 70 team members get lots of talk time with owner and general manager Matthew Welch. But he prefers the title CRO, as in Chief Relationship Officer.
Every relationship that I've ever witnessed throughout the history of mankind comes down to communication.
So Welch has developed several ways to converse with his team. In April and October,
I go in and give a State of the Union for what's happening with Volkswagen around the world, Volkswagen of America. Then we'll bring it into local, what's happening in our area. We'll talk about each department, the highlights in each department, talk about all the nonprofits we work with, how we're engaging them, how they can engage.
Welch also rolls out so-called true rumors. He spread plenty of them when the new Golf started winning awards.
Rumors are always going to happen in any organization, so we try to spread the rumors we want out there. So we want new news out there all the time. So we really make an emphasis to pick a few people and let them know what's happening and try to spread true rumors throughout the dealership.
And then there are the brisk,
that's awesome,
energized,
he's at both numbers, boom,
weekly team meetings.
That's bold.
Welch implemented the forums about 16 months ago.
And I'm engaged in those meetings because the weekly WIG meetings about your wildly important goal, you are attacking lead measures and they only take 15 minutes.
On this day, Welch is sitting with a group of service employees. The department's wildly important goal for the first quarter, $375,000 worth of parts and labor sales for advisors.
For service, we picked as the lead measures tires and alignments because we thought if we could affect those dramatically, we could keep a lot more business here.
And the store is making strides. Some background: Auburn VW had invested in a new alignment checker and tire machine, but the dealership was only selling about 15 alignments in 75 tires a month. And during one service meeting,
I'm sitting with the advisors and why aren't the numbers moving? Well, we're priced too high. So, okay, we fix that. We slash the prices. Now we're competitive.
The store now performs 130 alignments and sells 200 tires a month.
The tires themselves are not very profitable, but selling more tires keeps more business. And so now if we can add tires and an alignment to an RO that didn't have them, all of a sudden you're adding an hour and a half, and now your hours per RO isn't 1.8 anymore, it's 2.5, or you can really make some dramatic impacts through small steps.
Welch also speaking with parts staffers during our visit.
Their whole idea was organization. So now, how do you track organization in your parts department? So now they do a certain amount of bin checks per week, a certain amount, and each guy's responsible for how many they do.
There are 100 bins packed with thousands of parts in this automated system. Internet parts consultant Zeb Foster.
What we'll do, the bins will come down. This is bin 1. These are all in numerical order, starting from the lowest to highest. So what we'll do is we'll just go through the stock, make sure everything is numerically in their correct spot in the bin. Once that bin is complete, we'll move on to the next bin, and we'll do, like I said, 5 to 10 per week.
And Foster says this wall, filled with fast-selling parts such as bolts, was born out of a weekly meeting.
The efficiency of having something like this is tremendous. It really cuts down about a minute for a customer waiting at the front counter or a technician at the back counter.
And consumers are often at the center of the quick summits. At the service meeting, employees brought up the challenge of multitasking, specifically speaking with 2 customers at the same time.
we came up with a plan to have a trigger word in the back of your mind that you say, okay, I need to engage this customer right when they come in, and maybe just put the phone down for a few seconds just to let that customer know that we see you, we understand that you're waiting, and we appreciate that you came in.
Service Administrator Tony Kirk says the meetings give employees a voice in the company.
It's really something that you can't really put a price on when it comes to talking to the official owner of a business. I mean, he really values our opinions, and he really makes it a point to hear our concerns and do everything he can to implement things from the ground level.
It's a business, and you have to run like a business, but why can't you have fun, and why can't you're doing life together. You spend so much time together. We would rather have it be enjoyable. We would rather have it be something you care about, and we want ambassadors out there spreading word on what Volkswagen's doing and what Auburn Volkswagen's doing. Thanks, Kurtzy. Thanks, Rodney.
Welch, the Chief Relationship Officer, is a big fan of Pete Carroll, the enthusiastic head coach of the NFL's Seattle Seahawks. In fact, Welch has read Carroll's book, Win Forever, 3 times. Welch says Carroll spends a great deal of time talking about investing in relationships with your players. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you soon.